Today we are going to learn about the structure of the nucleic acids DNA and RNA. So these two, DNA as well as RNA, they are what? They are the nucleic acids which are found in the living systems, and this DNA and RNA, they are the polymers which are made up of nucleotides. Polymers made up of nucleotides, or we can call them as polymers of the nucleotides. And there are three components of the nucleotide. So the first component of the nucleotide is a sugar molecule. And that sugar is basically a 5-carbon sugar. It is ribose in case of RNA and deoxyribose in case of DNA. Now, the second thing is a nitrogenous base. And this nitrogenous base is being divided into two types. One is purines, the other one is pyrimidines. So purines, they are basically adenine and guanine. Pyrimidines can be cytosine, thymine and uracil. Uracil is basically present in case of RNA and thymine in the case of DNA. Then in the last there is a phosphate group. So these three, sugar, nitrogenous base and phosphate group, they are the parts of what? They are the components of nucleotide. And DNA and RNA, they both are the polymers of the nucleotide. So you can see the diagram. In A part, you can see the DNA is a double helical structure, and you can see the bases which are being projected inside the two helix, or two threads, you can say, and the two threads, they form one helix. Now you can see there is a major groove as well as a minor groove, and these two forms the distance that is known as pitch of the DNA. And that is 3.4 nanometer. If you convert it into the angstrom, that becomes 34 angstrom. So this is the pitch of DNA, which includes major and minor groove. Then next is the distance between the base pair. So you can see the distance, these are the base pairs, and you can see the distance between the base pair, that is in nanometer it is 0.34 nanometer, and in angstrom it is 3.4 angstrom. Now this is the diameter of the DNA, and this diameter of the DNA is basically 20 angstrom. So this is the structure of a typical DNA, and moreover you can see the more detailed structure here in the C part, and here you can see the ribose sugar. This one is the ribose sugar, you can see it, and it is again a 5-carbon sugar. You can see the carbon, they have been designated as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash. And you can see adenine nitrogenous base here and thymine here. So adenine and thymine, they are joined by 2 hydrogen bonds. So you can see the 2 hydrogen bonds here. Then in the next case you can see cytosine as well as guanine, and they are being joined with the help of 3 hydrogen bonds. So adenine is double bonded with thymine, and cytosine is triple bonded with guanine. So this is how base pairing occurs. And you can see this is the sugar phosphate backbone, right? And another is here, sugar phosphate backbone. Now if I go more in detail about the structure, so you can see here between O and C, just a minute, this bond between O and C, and this bond between O and C. These are the ester bonds, and since there are two ester bonds, so it is also known as phosphodiester bond. Phosphodiester bond. Now this is the case of the DNA. Let me make the structure again. If I draw it like this, okay. So let me draw the pentose sugar first. This is the pentose sugar. And here is the oxygen, this at OH group. Here is also OH group. So you can see at 2' carbon there is an OH group. So this means this is the structure of basically the RNA, because RNA is ribose sugar, and you can see there is a nitrogenous base which is being attached to it. Let me write it as base only, and moreover I'll draw the structure of another carbon. This is 4' and here is the 5', which is 5' carbon, and this 5' carbon is again attached to a phosphate group. So this is the structure of the nucleotide of the RNA. In case of DNA, what is the difference? The difference lies here at the 2' position. It is having hydrogen only, not hydroxyl, and that is why it is known as deoxyribose sugar. So this is the rest of the structures, they are same. Phosphate is attached to it, and there is a base, right? So the difference lies here at 2' position. In case of DNA, it is deoxyribose. Okay, so this is this difference in the structure of the DNA as well as RNA. Then in the next diagram, in the A part, you can see the major differences between DNA and RNA. So let me sum it up here. DNA versus RNA. The first thing which I want to tell you that DNA is basically a 2' deoxyribose sugar. It is having 2' deoxyribose sugar, which we have already seen. But in case of RNA, it is only ribose sugar. This is the first difference between DNA and RNA. Then second difference can be location. DNA is found inside the nucleus as well as mitochondria inside the cell. Now RNA is being found in the cytoplasm. It can also be found inside the nucleus and ribosome also. Now the third difference is DNA generally it is double stranded. You can see in the left diagram, A part, you can see it is double stranded structure, and in case of RNA it is generally single stranded. Moreover, it is actually a short chain of nucleotide, the RNA. Then DNA undergoes self-replication to form DNA. Self-replication to form DNA, but in order to synthesize the RNA, RNA is being synthesized from DNA, so it is being synthesized from DNA during the process of transcription. Then last difference which we can see here is basically the difference in the base pairing. Guanine forms triple bond with cytosine and adenine forms double bond with thymine, but in case of RNA, there is guanine that forms triple bond with the cytosine, but in case of adenine it forms double bond with uracil here, but in case of DNA it was thymine. So these are the major differences between the DNA and the RNA, and you can easily see in the structures. RNA is also having the base pairs here, right? There are different base pairs, and there's also the hydrogen bonding between the base pairs, right?